further, that's the device cannot be disabled and moved.
The woods. He would never be seen again.
We're running faster and faster and faster. We can break the mechanics.
This is unreal.
Hi, welcome to the Fishbowl. My name is Dharma.
And I'm Dallas.
What do you know about the government?
That it's all fake and everybody wants to kill us. They're after me. The government is very much after me, and I'm hiding from them currently as we're speaking.
That is a slay moment.
When talking about the American government and all these medical things, it's important for me to say that I've never been suicidal, I never will be suicidal, and if there's a report on your news that says Dallas DeBellis, suicide by sniper rifle, I did not do that. I figured out how to cure gonorrhea really fast, and now the government is after me. So we should finish this up quickly.
FBI, open up!
Would you like to pick our first topic?
No. Huh? Oh. Today's first topic is Big Pharma. The government has always been a part of the medical industry just because diseases and just innately viruses and stuff like that, like COVID, AIDS, blah, blah, blah. You know, cancer, of course. Theories started to be formed around the government, such as that, AIDS was invented by the government to hurt African-American communities, to destroy them. That was a big theory. Or to get rid of gay people. That was another one. But there's also the biggest theories of it is that, you know, they have a cure to almost any disease and they're just hiding it because they want people to stay sick, and they get that big money from literally, have you seen hospital bills? They're insane. They just slap a random number on there like, hey, you need a Band-Aid? That's going to cost you about like $7,000. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't pay that. You can't pay for your liver transplant. I'm afraid we're going to have to take that back. You can't pay $70,000.
It's like a couple $100 for you to pee in a cup.
Yeah. Like, they're taking my piss and I have to pay for it. That is absurd to me. So I can understand why like people will think that they have a cure to anything. They're just trying to keep us sick and wounded. But innately, there isn't a lot of being like, oh, this person has just figured out a breakthrough in cancer research and now they've been gunned down. It's just that they're just suppressing medical research and everything. But I just think it's still funny because Big Pharma in general has just been so sketchy with their prices. For people who just live in general, they need to pay $800 if they have asthma for an inhaler, and in the UK it's like $8.
That makes sense why, like, people just, like, instead of actually going to the doctor, like, here's chamomile tea. Drink it, you will feel better.
Here's snake oil. Here, drink this copious amount of oil that I found under my fridge, and this could cure you. Actually, rub it in the back of your ear.
Put
for 3 times a day.
Put an onion in her sock. You'll be good.
So that's pretty much all I have to say on Big Pharma, just because they're a trash place in general. So do you want to pick our next topic?
Yeah, totally.
Really reaching for it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Denver International Airport. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, I flew there a couple times. It's big. Pretty big. Actually, really big.
Well, did you know that before it was even built, there was another tiny airport that was functioning perfectly well. And then the government was like, we need a bigger airport. So then they built a bigger one, except it took like so many extra years and they went $2 billion over budget. You said you've been there before, correct? You know that like huge, giant blue horse statue?
Yeah.
Do you know what his name is?
No.
Lucifer.
Lucifer?
Yeah, like Lucifer, but blue.
Whose
and
OC is that? That's like a 13-year-old's
Zumble
OC.
And fun fact, when the artist was making it, a chunk of the statue fell off and killed the guy.
As he should. As he should. That's what
but
you
they
get for horsing around.
they decided to, continue building it, which is weird. But also, this horse has glowing red eyes clearly it's something suspicious. You don't just put glowing red eyes on something and not ask for attention.
I think it was just an art piece. You know, if it falls on someone's head, they have to make it more interesting. Like, you can't just stop in the middle of the head. You have to keep going. You have to finish it.
Have you noticed the murals that are around the airport, like on the inside?
I've seen a couple when I was like walking by, like just getting to the next plane. Some of them are really weird looking.
So
those artists are having a bad time. I don't know who commissioned those people. They just shouldn't get paid.
It was the government who commissioned the artist to create those murals. And also partly the airport who commissioned, but it is believed that those murals are depicting like different versions of one big event being the apocalypse.
That is pretty odd for the Denver airport, because it's like you're only gonna stop there to transition to a different airport. It's the same thing as like Atlanta or Georgia. No, Atlanta is in Georgia. While you're just trying to get to, I don't know, Seattle after going to Denver, you get to see your fate and the apocalypse from the murals. I think that's a pretty good cop, honestly. But I don't think it's that deep. That, especially in Colorado, who would think the apocalypse starts in Colorado when we have Alabama, Florida,
Maybe that was their intention.
New Jersey.
Maybe that was their intention, to put it in some place that no one would ever expect it to start.
That is quite interesting. I think most of it is just, artists that were paid basically nothing by the government. It's like, hey, create an art piece, just go wild, go buck wild, go goofy, create a painting for us. And they're like, okay.
I think it's time to bring Billy Bob out. Where is he?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Did you know that the U.S. government has multiple nuclear bombs that are missing and could detonate any second?
Facts, bro.
In 1958, a B-47 bomber crashed into another jet, and a loaded nuclear bomb plummeted down off the Atlantic coast.
What a academic weapon.
What happened to your family? Were they good?
To this day, the U.S. government has not found it, and it still may be primed to detonate. Well, I hope you guys had fun. This has been Billy Bob's Fact of the Day. Wahoo!
Yeah, actually, I haven't. Currently in my dorm room.
So, like, in the closet?
Yeah. It's not the only thing in the closet.
Me.
A skeleton. Oh,
Would you like to pick our next topic?
I guess. Ugh. Okay, now this one's a pretty good one. So it's Area 51. I just like to start off with talking about Area 51. In like 2019, where a bunch of people like did the Naruto run or whatever, and like try to raid Forever 51. I mean Area 51.
I had a couple of friends who almost went there to raid.
I bet they're the same people that were gone on January 6th. But Area 51 is a aircraft research kind of place. Most of the time they were just testing new flight mechanics. I know they created like jets there. And we don't know what really goes on in there, because the government is like, the only thing you guys get to know about this is, hey, Area 51 exists, and you don't get to know what we do here. It's like you're not invited to the birthday party, and they could be throwing a massive birthday party every day. And I'm kind of sad because no one knows what's going on in there. But a lot of conspiracy theories are like, there's alien aircraft in there, especially after those those Reddit posts, or just people in general who come out saying like, I work for Area 51 and I've just escaped and now the government is after me. Area 51 is harboring all this alien mumbo jumbo technology, and in fact I think it's just aircraft, and they probably just test on children. I don't know. And
I mean, I have heard like people, when they say they try to like drive past that like sign that says like, oh, this is Area 51 government property, don't trespass any further, and then they like almost get shot down by like a bunch of like vehicles.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I mean, like if you're trying to go into a government area that's restricted from the public, I think that is just the obvious action the military will take. What do you think they're hiding, other than alien terrestrials? What in your heart do you think they're hiding?
I think they're hiding like the Philosopher's Stone or something like that.
Honestly.
Or your mom.
Area 51, there's just been so many sightings because it's in Las Vegas, and they're like, oh, we've seen like ships fly past it, and I'm just like, honey, you're probably on drugs, you're probably drinking.
It is Vegas.
It is Vegas. I mean, you know, what is it saying? You know, what happens in Vegas
It
stays in Vegas. Like you
yeah.
have you meet a nice lady, you buy some meth, and you go drive past the restricted zone. Would you like to pick the next topic?
Yes, of course. Let's pick. Okay. I think this one is going to be very interesting. Birds aren't real.
Are they?
Are they?
I haven't seen a bird in Pullman for a while, honestly. They could.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Exactly. Why would you have? Because birds aren't real. And this goes back to the a little lovely event, also known as the JFK assassination.
Oh my God, I was named after that.
Really?
Yeah, Dallas.
Whoa. Were you there?
Allegedly.
So basically, this goes back to a whole nother thing where it is believed that the CIA was the group that was responsible for JFK's assassination, because one day, you know, JFK, he's just chilling in his office, and CIA man goes up and is like, "What's up, bro? Could we like kill all the birds and replace them with bird drones so we can spy on people?" And then he was just like, "Nah, no, don't do that." So they killed him.
But killing somebody over, like, you know, using birds as a spying tool, right, is kind of weird when you can just use, I don't know, people's phones nowadays. Like, there are many species of birds. Do you think that if birds aren't real, what about like parrots in the jungles, or I don't know, kiwis in New Zealand?
I don't know, maybe they just got creative with it. Like, they're like, just make up any bird you want.
What about ostriches? Emos? Like, that's a giant ass camera. I'm gonna be saying that. Like, if you're using
that's how they get their widescreen shot.
That's how they use. That's the cinema mode.
Yeah.
What like chickens? I guess.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you go, like, you know, the heart of the government, DC, right? There's so many freaking pigeons
so we're
everywhere.
just saying like pigeon is.
Let's go with pigeons. Pigeons aren't real.
Pigeons aren't real. I mean, they're just rats of the sky in
They
general.
really are.
And
why
I think they're
why
really
are they
isolated
shiny?
in New York.
They're so shiny. Why?
You know, they never really feel metal. I mean, unless like, because I was young once, and I like just dove onto a pigeon and caught it. I mean, it felt squishy in my hand, I guess. I don't know if it was spying on me, but it could be in its eyes. You know, they have like, you know, tracking devices in their eyes.
Well, the idea is like the camera is in their eyeballs, and then it like tracks down, and the battery is in like their stomach, and they the part where the birds track people, right? They take a dookie on the cars.
We have Facebook to track everything now. Just gonna be completely honest, it's been out there now. It takes all your data, so I just think the government has found easier ways to steal all of our information. Overall, I think these conspiracy theories for the United States government are, you know, very, very, like, just manic. They're very manic. People just get on drugs and they think of fun things to say. That's all I have to say about that.
Another theory could be that they're pushing out all of these crazy, wild ideas to distract us from other things that could actually potentially be going on.
Like COVID.
They should pay off our student debt.
Today, we're sponsored by the American government, and if me and Dharma somehow die of suicide by anthrax in the next couple of weeks, find out on next episode of Fishbowl. We've been Dallison,
Dharma.
signing out.